welcome back to the third installment, episode 3 of the Explain Yourself podcast. I'm Luca.
I'm John.
And again, leave a like, subscribe, comment, whatever. We just love talking about sports. And, we're going to talk today. We're going to do the first installment of On the Fence. It's where we have a controversial player, and we name a bunch of guys who we personally like, that guy, the controversial player, and we name guys who are opposing to them, and we say why we would like them, right? So for me, I'm going to do Carson Wentz, and for John, he's going to do Gleyber Torres for baseball, right? So we're going to do baseball first. We're going to do John.
Okay.
And, so the first one, would you rather Gleyber or Tim? Oh, remember, subscribe, leave a like. It makes our day. We love making these for you guys. Even if nobody's to see them, we love making them.
Yeah.
Obviously we want to grow. Tell your friends about us. Tell them to come leave a like, subscribe.
And if you want, tell your grandma. If she's got a YouTube.
Tell your grandma.
Okay.
Tell your aunt, tell your uncle,
okay.
tell your weird cousin, tell your weird uncle.
Yeah.
Tell them all.
Yeah. All right, so first we got.
Into this one.
I got that. So
Gleyber or Tim Anderson?
Now, I'm going Gleyber.
Okay.
And
all right.
Gleyber, he is younger. And in my opinion, just overall, I might be a little biased. I think he's better. He's younger. Let's see. I mean, his stats. He had 90 ribbies, batted .278, 38 home runs. I mean, in comparison to Anderson, he only had 18 home runs. He did bat .335, so there's that. But yeah, just me personally, I'm taking Gleyber Torres.
All right. And you guys can skip ahead if you're not baseball fans, if you're not football fans. If you're football fans, skip ahead to football. And if you're baseball fans, just watch baseball, stay here. Gleyber or Javi Baez? Oh, and by the way, I would take Gleyber as well, Tim Anderson.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna go here. Oh, I'm gonna go Torres. I'm gonna go Gleyber. Again,
Excuse me.
He is younger. Okay, now Javi. Some people might take him as their. I say most damn people would take him over Gleyber, but 29 home runs, nothing to sneeze at. But again, Gleyber had more home runs. Gleyber had more ribbies at 90. He's got 85, and he did have a higher average, 281. Gleyber had, I believe, 278, right? So yeah, I'm taking Gleyber on that.
I'm going to take Javi. I just think he's a better all-around player than Gleyber. But, next one, Francisco Lindor, Gleyber Torres.
Okay. Again, I'm going to go Gleyber. I mean, I truly do think that. I think that Gleyber will go down as a top 5 player ever. I truly do believe that. This kid he's so young. He's 23, and look what he's doing already. He's crazy amount of home runs.
No.
He can drive guys in when they're on base.
But Gleyber he's a complimentary player to Judge, Stanton, Sanchez. Lindor is leading the Indians.
Right.
He is the judge of the Indians.
I think that Gleyber can be the cleanup guy in all 162 games for the Yankees, and I think that he has the possibility to get 120 ribbies, 50 home runs. I think he can hit 330 if he wanted to, I think.
Okay. Obviously, you already tell him. I'm going Lindor. Gregorius or Torres?
I love Didi.
We all love Didi.
But Didi is quite a bit older than him. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying his career is on its way out, because it clearly isn't.
Yeah.
But I think that in 2-3 years, it is going to be Gleyber. I think that's going to be better than him. Right.
I'm going to go Gleyber, too. I think Didi,
Yep.
Gleyber's younger. Obviously, I wouldn't want Didi on my team today. But if we're talking, we don't really have any guidelines for this, but I would rather build my team around Gleyber.
Even today, I'd still want Gleyber. I think.
Okay.
I think that.
I think if we were only playing one season, like after this season, there was no more baseball. Would you rather take Didi or Gleyber?
I'm taking Gleyber, and because Didi, Didi, I'm not gonna say he doesn't hit for power.
Yeah.
But a lot of his home runs at Yankee Stadium, at least, they are pulled down the right field line, short porch. Yeah, he can hit for contact, but at Gleyber, he's just so versatile. I mean, he can hit for power and contact.
Dansby Swanson or Gleyber Torres?
Ooh. Okay. Again, I'm gonna go Gleyber here. I'm sorry. Dansby Swanson only hit 250 this year, 17 home runs. 65 ribbies. Kind of an okay year at best.
I agree. Here's my thing. I think Dansby Swanson had a down year, right? But I want Dansby Swanson as the leader, as the fielder, as the team player, right?
Okay, I agree with that.
I would go with Dansby.
I agree with that. I respect that.
I feel like if I was the manager of a team, Dansby would be like my other coach. I wouldn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
With Gleyber, I feel like he's too young to do that. And I do think Dansby Swanson, he fluctuates a lot with his game. Like, I would go with Dansby.
I do think that Gleyber, though, he for how young he is, I think he's been a really great leader. I do think, but I do agree with that Dansby, he did have kind of an okay year, but still.
Right. And then Manny Machado or Gleyber Torres.
Ooh. I'm gonna go Manny here.
Seriously?
I'm going Machado.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Explain yourself.
Explain yourself. I'm going Machado, man. 32 home runs. I mean, he did only bat 256. But again, I think that he's just so great at third. He really is.
He is really,
I mean, him and at third base, it's him and oh my god.
They also Gleyber does play third and
Nolan Arenado. Jesus Christ. Couldn't think of his fucking name.
With
God,
Manny and guys, we don't curse on this because we love to curse, but we don't want that to be our channel.
Pardon my language.
Yeah.
But
Manny,
I couldn't think of his damn name.
I think we all like the idea of Manny. Like we all like the idea of Manny. Like he is a great hitter, great fielder, whatever. But I'm gonna have to go with Gleyber.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because he's younger, I feel
like
he has
more
more potential.
Yep. I 100% agree with that. Yeah.
I think where Manny stands right now, which is the height of his career, maybe even on a little bit of the down low. I would go with Gleyber.
Yeah. No. Okay.
For all the football fans, this is where we start now. I like Carson Wentz. I think he's very underrated.
Yeah.
And this is on the fence with Carson Wentz.
Yeah. All right. So we got Carson Wentz or Dak Prescott.
Carson Wentz. When the Eagles
I
and the
agree with
Cowboys
that.
played each other,
Mm-hmm.
Carson Wentz had no receivers. His O-line was destroyed. His defense was okay, but he had running backs playing receiver. Like Dak had, and he had
a healthy O-line.
He had like Byron Scott or something like that playing running back, like Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is okay. He's not somebody you can rely on all the time. And I liked, Dak had Ezekiel Elliott, he had Amari Cooper, he had all those. He had like 3 good tight ends that can all be starting tight ends on other teams. I think no question, I would go with Carson.
No, I'm gonna go Wentz too. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna go Wentz on that.
Question.
All right, Wentz or Rodgers?
I'm gonna go with Carson Wentz.
I'm gonna disagree.
Oh, okay, all right. I expect it, but I think Carson Wentz. He's younger. He's far younger than Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, that's true.
But Carson Wentz has performed with far less better teams. Now, Rodgers has had very bad teams as well. Carson Wentz has performed with he's never, besides Alshon Jeffrey, who is not good, he's never had a top-tier run. He had DeMarco Murray and Darren Sproles, but they were not top-tier when he had them. He's never had good running backs. And, even like this year right now, Aaron Rodgers has Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams.
That is true. He does have Devontae Adams,
which
and
are
Jones,
the weapons, and that Carson Wentz doesn't have. So I would take Carson.
Again, I will say with Rodgers, I think when he has weapons, he knows how to use them, and I think that if Wentz had weapons as well, I think that obviously he can thrive as well.
Yeah.
But
I think if you put Wentz on the Packers, they would make the Super Bowl because they only made the NFC Championship this year.
Yeah.
If you put Rodgers on the Eagles, they're not even gonna. They're gonna probably do the same as they.
I don't know. I think Rodgers could lead them to the definitely playoffs. I think.
All right.
I think playoffs.
All right.
I don't think maybe they might.
No hate on Aaron Rodgers. I would just rather have Carson Wentz.
Okay. Carson Wentz or Drew Brees?
Carson Wentz, no question.
Bro,
right, listen to me. Listen to me. Actually, you know what? No, I'd probably go Drew Brees.
Okay, come on.
Actually, no, probably Drew Brees.
Thank you.
Because, Drew Brees, he does have the weapons, but he is on the later end of his career.
That is true.
And, we thought he was going to retire 2 or 3 years ago. He's still putting up those numbers, which
he's
is
still
very impressive.
maybe top 3 quarterback.
He's still putting up those numbers, which is very, impressive.
It's surprising and kind of impressive.
Yeah, I would probably, probably.
But don't get me wrong, in a couple of years or whatever, however much longer Drew Brees is playing, I think that Carson Wentz will be the better quarterback.
100%.
But for at this moment, Drew Brees. Tom Brady or Carson Wentz?
Carson Wentz, undoubtedly.
Okay.
Tom Brady went.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Tom Brady went 4-5 down the stretch last year, and Carson Wentz went 4-0. Carson Wentz was injured. Tom Brady is like, a high-end SUV, and Carson Wentz is like a sports car that is more affordable to middle class people like us, right? It's kind of like, you know what I mean? What's his face is like a Suburban. It's like something Tom Brady's durable. He's gonna get the job done. He's not gonna be too.
Plus, we're gonna see how he does with the Buccaneers this year.
But I think he has a way better team with the Bucs. He had a terrible team last year.
Oh, undoubtedly. Yeah.
Undoubtedly,
a
garbage team.
Yeah, and he still let them.
He still played pretty good, but
he let them to the wild card game, right?
What's his face? Tom Brady doesn't. Tom Brady throws the check down more than he throws the long ball.
That is true.
Carson Wentz way more mobile, way more physically.
That's true. I 100% agree with that.
He's a physically better quarterback. I would just go with Carson Wentz, undoubtedly. But
I'm not sure how I feel about that one, but I'm torn. Russell Wilson or Carson Wentz?
Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
I think Russell Wilson is, if he had I think Russell Wilson is one of the best football players in America. He is undoubtedly his smarts, his football IQ, his mobility, his arm, his range.
He's kind of all around
you could put him probably at running back and he wouldn't suck. Probably at wide receiver, slot receiver, he wouldn't suck.
No,
I think Russell Wilson undoubtedly is going to be way better than Carson.
I agree with that, 100%. Yeah. Jared Goff or Carson Wentz?
Carson Wentz undoubtedly.
I'm going Carson Wentz.
Jared Goff is washed up.
Yeah.
He's
average at best.
Jared Goff, he had a great team last year. Couldn't do anything.
No.
I don't want to say the team he had a couple years was a fluke. A couple years ago, they had a lot better of a defensive team.
Yeah.
But if Jared Goff's the kind of guy that, if you put him with the Bucs right now, where Tom Brady with all his weapons, that defense, everything, he would thrive. But when you have him with a half decent team,
when you have him with an okay team at best,
Carson Wentz is going to take an okay team at best with the Eagles and make them a contender. Jared Goff is going to take an okay team at best and keep them an okay team.
Be okay.
That's why I would undoubtedly take Carson Wentz.
Last one: Philip Rivers or Carson Wentz?
Come on, is this even a question?
It's Carson Wentz. Okay, I'm going.
We're not even going to make that a question.
I mean,
that's not even a question.
I mean, I'm going.
I'm not even talking about that.
I'm going Wentz.
But thank you once again tuning in.
That's what do you call that?
Call it on the fence.
On the fence.
And,
that's going to be happening.
Probably those once a week.
Different
sports.
Positions, different
drop
sports.
in the comments. Your players, your sports,
positions, players,
anything.
Sports.
Leave that in the comments. If you're still watching this far, none of you probably are. But thank you so much.
If you are, you're a legend.
You're an absolute legend.
And comment. Let us know if you want.
Comment, subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
Do
all that shit.
If you're still watching down, comment down still watching. And comment who you want next on the fence, and
or just comment other topics,
any other topics you want us to talk about.
If you really want us to talk about, I don't know, tennis, we would talk about. We'll do.
We want to be as in touch with you guys as you are with us.
Definitely.
So thank you for watching this far.
Yep.
And I'm Luca.
I'm John.
And this is Explain Yourself Podcast.
See ya.
See ya.
Bam!
All right, let's go to the pool now.
Yup, pool time!